In section 2, the alignment from the BAM, breathe, align and move method. And we're now going to go into 3 pose asanas to work on the lower trap. So it's challenging for me with my technical background how to actually make this simplistic without going into detail. I just can't do it. So the reason the lower trap is so important is it actually lowers the scapula. Trapezius has 3 fibers, the upper trap, which everyone has upper trap tension, because as you get that forward posture like that, the upper trap gets activated. And so just for interest for yoginis and yogis, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole too much, but a lot of people go to massage therapists with tight traps. Oh my God, massage, tight traps. And then they go back, like in part 1, the breathing is like that, and they've got rounded postures where the upper trap comes up. So you feel fantastic the next day it's back again. So lower trap, ideally for me, needs to come in with all the yoga, even Yoga 101. So here we go. So that's upper trap, middle fibers of the trap where the shoulders come together. And lower trap is where the shoulder blades come down. Now you'll find the majority of people will go like this, lower the shoulder blades, they'll do that. It's lowering the shoulder blades, but all it's working is the lumbar spine. From all your back bends, again, you're used to using that. So we want to actually step out wide, navel in, lumbar spine flat, ground, get the foundation, and then come up into just, there it is there, just the lower trap activation. Challenging, because most people, 90% of people, lower trap is not active. And the beauty of the lower trap switches off the pec minor that does that. So if you really want to get a lovely yoga breath, Tadasana, and you've got an underactive lower trap, respectfully, it's not going to happen from a musculoskeletal point of view. So here we're going to come back into this same warrior. And here the whole focus is the psoas, but the whole focus here is the lower trap. Okay, so we're going to bring in Shriya, and we're going to show a back view. So she looks that way. We're going to really focus on the lower trap this way. So we come back into warrior, feet wide. We go through the checklist. She's getting it. Hip goes forward, tilt back. Then we rotate that. We bring in the neck retraction. Now the whole thing is here. That's the rhomboids, middle fibers, the traps, the neck scapular retraction. Everyone gets that. That's super easy. Then we want to actually get where that just lowers in itself. And there it is. She went like that. The whole upper torso went backwards. So this is super common. Really encouraged. So as yoga teachers, I was more from a Iyengar yoga background, so we actually go around and adjust students. So you really need to go around to your students and get that feeling of the lower trap lowering in isolation, but keeping that flat. It's called challenging. That. Because her pattern and most people's pattern, well, when I say lower the scap, she's just going to do that. Okay, that's that one. Let's move on to the next one. Now we've done the pigeon, but I want to do a variation now. So we did the pigeon. That's going to be better to do it around here, this way, so you can see. So we did that for the right. There's the left psoas stretch. But now what we're doing, the reason why I like the pigeon is you've got the whole pelvis locked. So rather, the pelvis isn't anchored, which the pigeon does. What can happen is what Shriya was doing. Your brain is saying, let's lower the shoulder, the scapula. And the brain says, okay, let's lower the scapula. And the scapula is lowering, but you're doing that. So in the pigeon, you can't because the pelvis is anchored. So let's show you. So I can't throw the pelvis forward because it's anchored on the ground. And then it's very subtle. I'm extending the fingers out and pushing away from the ground with the neck retraction. And I'm doing that rotation to the left to stretch that right psoas. And I'm really focusing on the lower trap here. Other side. So the whole focus here is to actually, I'm doing this movement. Sternum lifts, shoulder blades come in and down. Okay, and then the last one is the bridge, which is actually, again, a nice, it's a lovely combination. I'm going to explain. So we come down into the bridge. First thing I do is pelvic tilt. So again, I'm reinforcing that flattened lumbar spine. I do the neck retraction, chin to chest. And then what I'm doing is I'm lifting up. Then what I like to do is to stretch the psoas plus activate the lower trap. So what I'm doing is literally putting my hands on my buttocks and lifting right up as high as I can and holding it and maintaining it. That's activating the glute max. Then I come in and the whole awareness now is on that activation of the hands and the shoulder blades coming together, deep breathing and the sternal lift. And this is where I bring in the checklist. So chin to chest, butt up, shoulder blades in and down. Checklist, chin in, pelvis up, blades in and down, deep breathe. So if you do a yin yoga, hold this for several minutes. You never just hold it passively, because eventually these will switch off. Gravity's working on you. So you got to constantly say, okay, chin down, lengthen the back neck muscles, pelvis up, shoulder blades by pushing away from the floor with active hands. Deep breathe. So that's a nice little sequence for the lower trap.